Once the Central Valley of California was a living miracle, a verdant stretch of land so fertile it fed nations. Tomatoes blazed red under the sun, melons burst sweet with life, lettuces and grains danced in the wind. It was Eden, reborn in modern soil. And now, Eden is withering. But this was not the act of God or the wrath of climate. It was orchestrated by men, greedy, calculated, unrepentant. And at the center of it all stand the Kellys. They came with drilling rigs and lawyers. The Kelly family learned how to game California's broken water laws better than anyone. They turned the ancient aquifers of the Central Valley into personal vaults. They took what belonged to the many and made it fuel for the profits of the few. Through shell companies, insider boards, and backroom water trades, they turned lifeblood into currency. Water was no longer for the land, it was for the ledger. And as they grew rich, the soil around them cracked, the orchards died, and the farmers cried out for help that never came. The people were forced into a corner. With water vanishing and prices rising, food crops became impossible. The Kellys watched as neighbors converted fertile fields into rows of permanent nuts, pistachios, almonds, to chase the last trickle of profit. But you cannot feed a world on nuts. And they knew it. They didn't care. These orchards were investments, not sustenance. Monuments to greed, not hope. Crops once destined for school lunches, family tables, and global relief were gone, replaced by silent forests of sterile trees for export. Like a virus, the Kellys spread across waterboards and rural districts. They rewrote policies to favor their land, their canals, their gates. Dissenters were punished. Old family farms were starved and bought up. Communities that dared question them were cut off, choked out like weeds. They did not inherit the Central Valley, they conquered it. Drive through the valley today and you see the scars. Dry wells, shattered houses, ghost groves. The heart of California is hemorrhaging, its lifeblood siphoned into pipelines for private profit. Investors walk away with nothing but dust. Families flee land that fed them for generations. The Kellys buy the bones and claim victory. But this is no triumph. It is treason against the land. California once grew over a third of America's vegetables and 2/3 of its fruits. That bounty fed school children in Michigan, mothers in Mexico, elders in Ethiopia. When the Central Valley falters, the world feels hunger. And it is faltering. The Kellys and their ilk have turned a miracle into a market. They have taken the arteries of the earth and clogged them with contracts. What was once a birthright has become a buy-in. This is not just theft. It is warfare disguised as law. It is starvation disguised as economics. It is a betrayal of humanity. Everyday children around the world starve while the Kellys have grown fat on the spoils of our suffering for 100 years. But all is not lost. We can rise. We can shine a light so blinding that no boardroom can shield them. We can reclaim the rivers, the ditches, the fields, and the future. We can demand justice, force reform, and restore the lifeblood of a starving world. This is our call. This is our charge. The water must return to the people. The soil must live again. And the Kellys must fall.